I'm going to show you today how to put together a turkey. For ease of cleanup, I have purchased some roaster ovens that have a little brace for supporting, and then I throw them on top of the pan just to make sure that they're nice and sturdy. So I'm going to put my turkey in the wrapper in the pan because I don't want to lose any of the juice as I start to take him out of his packaging. We're going to get rid of our wrapper because I want to be able to cut if I need to get any of the stuff out of the inside. Now, sometimes you will find that you're going to have still some frozen in there. So this is the neck that you pull out, and I'm just going to set that in this pan. I'm going to turn my turkey so that this camera can see what's going on here. So you also have this plastic thing that what that does is it holds your drumsticks together, but I always take that off. And then you also want to use your knife and careful not to cut your pan. You will try and get off. Okay. So you want to take your knife and get the plastic hinge out. Now, some people will leave the plastic hinge in. This is what he looks like. And I just like taking it out because I don't like my drumsticks to be trussed. I just don't prefer that. So then what I do is I'm going to take my knife, cut off, this is what I call the guess what. You know that joke. I cut off the chicken breast. Turning my turkey again toward this camera so you can see under the neck skin. That is where you're going to have your gizzards and liver and giblets, and that's your goodies for gravy if you do that. I do not use the innards for gravy personally, but I know a lot of people do that. Now, the other thing that I do for my turkey, which is whatever, you can do it if you like or not, I take the timer out. And I'll tell you why I take the timer out. It's because when I go to baste this turkey, I'm going to use a mixture of olive oil to give him a nice coating and honey. So with the honey and the olive oil, this is not, it's going to create a crust on this, and it'll never, that's not how I'm going to tell my bird is done. It'll never pop out. And I've cooked so many turkeys I can tell just by looking at it if it's done. But you want to use a meat thermometer in the largest part of the breast to make sure your turkey is done and ready. Now we're going to coat the turkey with olive oil and massage that onto the entire bird, and then we will coat that with a generous serving of Cavender's. You can use any spice that you're comfortable with, but you know I love Cavender's. And before I put my honey on, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold him. And so how I do that is I'm going to flip him over. And I'm going to take this neck skin that you guys remember I kept. Now if you're stuffing the bird, you can stuff this little area here and then just fold this down. You're going to take his wings and bend them back, and that will hold your skin in place. And so you just take your wing, kind of twist it behind his back, so to speak, and hold it in place, and then you're going to flip him right back over. And now he is going to sit up nice and tall with his wings up underneath of him. Now, some people really prefer to eat the wings, and if you're going to eat the wings, don't truss him up like this or fold him up, because that's going to cause these wings to cook really, really fast. But I do that to keep the entire breast up off of the plate. Put a little honey drizzle on him, and you can use any kind of honey. This is just going to give him a nice golden coat when he is in the oven. And you don't want to forget your drumsticks there. This is about a 12-pound turkey. So if you're measuring, I use probably a half of a cup of honey. But what I do is I just make sure he's nice and coated. And as he cooks, and as I show you how he's basting, you'll notice how nicely golden he is, and then we will have that juice in the bottom to be able to baste him. So he's going to go in the oven. Turkey is in the oven at 45 minutes at an hour and a half. This is about 2.5 hours in, showing the basting. This is our turkey at about 3.5 hours along. We're going to make sure to get as much juice as we can on top of the bird. You'll notice that he will start to get very golden brown as the honey and the olive oil create a nice crisp skin for him. Now that we've inserted the meat thermometer, we're shooting for 180 degrees, and we're getting close. As you can see, the skin on the drumsticks are pulling away toward the body of the bird. That's one indicator of doneness. So we're getting very close with this turkey now, and you'll notice how beautiful his skin has turned in this nice rich golden color. Here is your finished turkey. We hope that y'all have a great Thanksgiving and enjoy making turkey dinner all year long. It's one of my favorite meals. And careful not to cut the pan. I'm going to try and get off. This is